Traders, I'm sure you've heard of the phrase, build your trade, or you've heard other traders say that I build my trade. And this is exactly what I do a lot of the time. So we're going to look at what I exactly mean by building a trade and how it can help with risk to reward and potentially maximizing profits if the trade goes in our direction. All right, so stay tuned, guys, because I've got a great example for us, which is live right now. I'm in the trade. Okay, so we can take a look at this in real time. Also, guys, stay to the end of the vid and I'm going to give you all of my trade ideas for today. Some of the flight to safeties are getting weakness. But let's start with this idea of building a trade, guys, right? Now, I'm going to share this trade with you, and it's Euro Canadian dollar. Okay, and this is a trade that I'm in, and I put this trade into the VIP Discord, right? Now, on the weekly chart, we're in a downtrend, right? We're getting lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend, right? And prices come all the way back up to this resistance level. Now, if we look at the day chart, at this resistance level, we started to see these bearish candles form and these bearish wicks. All right, and the idea was just to come back down to the next piece of support. That's always my target, and we'll look at this in a bit more detail shortly. Okay, so that was the trade. So weekly and daily told me that I could potentially sell this pair. Now, if we drop down to the H4, because this was where all the idea of building a trade and my entry, etc., takes place, right? Now, all day, I was waiting for a break of these lows, right? And with a break of these lows came with this candle here. Now, at this point, right, I'm looking for the break because at this point, we get lower lows. It becomes a H4 downtrend. Okay. Now, if we enter, and this is where building a trade comes in, right? And what you need to know first, this is not even about building a trade. Before any trade you ever take, you must know exactly where your stop loss and target are. And I'm going to put in a blue line because my stop loss is above the last swing highs, right? So my stop loss is above these swing highs, and my target is always the next piece of support if I'm selling, right? Because there could be buyers in here, okay? And that is always my stop loss and always my target because you're reading the chart. Yeah, I'm not trading my P&L. I'm not trading my risk to reward. I'm trading the chart. And that's all we can ever do, right? So we have stop loss here, okay, and take profit here, right? Now you know this, you can understand how to build a trade, right? Because if I just entered on the break, and let's say I entered 100%, right? All of a sudden, the risk to reward doesn't make sense, right? So I am risking 68, 69 pips to make 40 pips, right? So the risk to reward is skewed, okay? Now I know that because I have my stop loss and target. I basically trade in increments, right? Now you could do 50% here, right? 50% up here. You could do, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, whatever you want to do to build the trade, right? I'm just showing you there's different ways of, incrementing, selling into this trade. Now, what I've done is the following, right? So if we drop down to the H1 so we can see this, right? So what I've done is this, okay? So I entered my first entry roughly here, okay? And I started selling and I done 50% of my trade size. So what does that mean, 50% of my trade size? So that means from here to here, that is 0.5% risk and whatever the resulting lot size is. Okay, then right, I saw these candles start to form. Okay. And then once I didn't enter straight away, and once price sort of come back up to this level, I placed another sell in here at 50%. So now this is also 0.5% risk. Okay, so I don't change my risk parameters, right? This trade still equates to 1% risk. Okay, I've just done it in increments. Okay, and the resulting lot size will be different. So obviously this lot size will be bigger than this lot size. All right, obviously. And this is where we are. So my average price is roughly here now. Okay, so if we take that price, if we put a line in there, all right, so we can see that back on the H4. Okay, so you can see I'm building a trade because my risk to reward didn't make sense to start with. Okay, and this is the trade that I'm currently in, right? If it works, if it works out, great. If it hits my stop loss, I'm still within my risk parameters. But if we go back to the H4, this is about building a trade. Now, all of a sudden, right, my risk is 50 pips and my take profit is potentially 55 pips. Okay, so now the trade makes sense because I've built the trade. Okay, so use this idea, guys, right? It helps you make the risk to reward more attractive or even tradable, right? And it can really help maximize profits because your second trade idea can make some really nice profit and you can let your first trade carry on potentially. All right, so this is what I mean by building a trade, guys, and try to incorporate this into your own trading when you find yourself in this predicament. Right, guys, now we have got loads of good trades for you today as well, right? And like I say, it's all about those flight to safety pairs, and in particular, Swiss franc. But before I give you my trade ideas, guys, if I could please ask everyone to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, smash the notification button, and also everyone please smash the like button. It really helps support the vid, and we can keep giving these to you every day. Also, guys, if you haven't joined our trading community, then why not, right? Come join, speak to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas. Come join our free Discord channel. It's free. Sign up, verify yourself. If you want more than that, guys, and you want access to my trade signals, to my tutorials on things like building trades and strategies, and you want direct access to me, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. And we have a promotion right now. You can get free VIP access if you sign up to one of our preferred brokers, right? If you want more information, it's all in the video description and you can contact us. Right, like I said, guys, it's all about Swiss franc weakness, and we're actually going to start with Swiss franc yen weakness, right? And we might have a trade here very soon. Okay, so let's start with Swiss franc yen. And like I say, Swiss franc weakness is the catalyst for our trades today, all right? Now, if we look at, let's start with the weekly chart with Swiss franc yen, because you can see on the weekly chart, right, we're in this downtrend, but more importantly, we've broken all of these lows in here, right? We're getting lower lows and we've broken a key support level. If we go to the day chart now, right, we're clearly in this downtrend as well. We were sort of, price was trying to build up, and then bang, it's broken down, and now it's retraced to a really nice level. The moving average 20 is dynamic resistance, and we've got a nice bearish wick form at that level. All we're looking for is a H4 structure break, and what I want to see is a break of this level through here. Now, obviously, this H4 candle hasn't finished forming yet, right? But if we get a nice big bearish candle that finishes like this, right, I will be looking to sell, perhaps a retrace or build the trade. and we can start selling from there. So Swiss franc yen sells. We're also looking at euro Swiss franc buys, more Swiss franc weakness. Shout out to Brett. This was a trade idea from Brett yesterday, and going along nicely. I was just waiting for a break of this level, guys, right? Because price for me was still in a downtrend, okay, until we broke this level, right? And now we're getting higher highs, higher lows. We're clearly in an uptrend. And all I want to see, guys, is a retrace, okay? And this is my target. Let me explain why this is my target, because this is the last weekly low, okay? So that's why it's my target. It could potentially come all the way back up to here, right? Now, if we drop down to the H4, I'm just looking for a bit more of a retrace, right? Because I want to see a retrace into this grey zone, right? Because really, I want to hide behind here, or at least the moving average 20, right? With my stop loss. And then I'm going to look to buy and take price back up to here. Okay, so Euro Swiss franc buys. We're also looking at pound Swiss franc buys, more Swiss franc weakness. And again, I just want more of a retrace. Okay, so again, as you can see, with pound Swiss franc on the day chart, right? We were potentially, well, not potentially, we were in a downtrend here. But ever since we've hit that level, we have pushed back up, right? We're now getting higher lows, higher highs, and it broke this resistance level, right? If I zoom in a bit more so you can actually see what I'm talking about. And we've also got this nice bullish candle, and the idea is just to come to this next psychological level, this 1300, if not further. If we drop down to the H4, again, I just need more of a retrace, guys, right? Here's my target, you know, talking about building a trade. Really, I want to put my stop loss here. So this has to retrace quite a bit more before I can start buying this pair. Okay, so just looking for a retrace. You know, this grey zone would be a nice area. Even the moving average 20 catching up, somewhere in here, we can start buying. So that's pound Swiss franc. And then the last one is New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, right? Swiss franc is weaker than a wet paper bag. And this is potentially setting up right now, guys. So let's start with the day chart. And it's the same scenario with all Swiss franc pairs, right? It was in this, you know, kind of downtrend, and then bang, we're in an uptrend, right? We're getting higher highs, higher lows. And we've got some room to move into back up to these highs. Okay, like I say, the first piece of resistance is always my target. If we drop down to the H4, you know, we're getting a nice ping off this grey zone already. You can see there's a level through here, right? And you can see this candle pinging off this level. Now, again, it's about stop loss placement and target for me. This will dictate how I trade this pair, but I want to buy this back up to here. All right, guys. So yeah, those are my trade ideas. If you've enjoyed them, please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Don't forget our promotions right now, and have a great trading day.